Hi friends, welcome to my 30 days of Pinterest challenge. It's a Pinterest 30-day challenge, and today's the day 2, and today I decided to do a twist on paper rolls on a canvas. And if you look on International Crafters, I do post the picture where I got my inspiration from Pinterest. And so what it was paper magazine rolls on that particular picture, and another one had toilet paper rolls on the same picture on Pinterest. So what I decided to do is whatever scraps I had lying around my area here, I rolled up leftover papers, cards, even some extra ATCs that I wasn't using, or twinchy sizes and inchy sizes that I wasn't using, and anything lying around my area here. It was just piece of scraps, a piece of mail, anything like that, and I just rolled it up with different sizes. I used a bamboo stick, I used a paintbrush for smaller rolls, and I also used a larger marker there for big rolls, as you see. I did a few cards, playing cards, and like I said, scraps. Here's another scrap. I did kind of different types of twists and rolls. Some were just like barrel type of rolls, and some of them were kind of just twisted so that I can make the paper a little bit elongated, funnel-like, I guess. And that's what I was doing, just playing with those. So my plan was just to clean up my area with that. I thought that was convenient. Here's tags. I had some store tags from clothing. And I grabbed and I saved, and I just had them on the side. Pieces of scraps that were cut left over. Cards, like I said, again, playing cards. And let's see, it just was a twinchy that I had left over, and just a bunch of stuff like that. And I just kept rolling until I ran out of scraps that were next to me, and actually it was really nice. It cleaned up my area quite a bit. Here's some cardstock, just black leftovers, so it was great. That was a good and fun way to clean up. So I used my hot glue gun just to tack them together, let it cool off, pull it off, and there I was just throwing it on my canvas. And that worked for me. I didn't want to play with any glue and have to hold for too long, so all I did was hold it down long enough for my glue to cool, and it was perfect. Especially for the hard cards, like the playing cards and some of the other cards that were a little bit more tough. So here's rolled newspaper that I just had still, and I decided to use that as the beginning base. I put some matte gel from DecoArts. It was a heavy matte gel, and I was just putting it all over my canvas, and I used that to adhere all of the rolls onto my canvas. I decided to work in thirds of the canvas, so there we go. I have it kind of marked off with the paper rolls, and I just started putting them down. Not really thinking about it, just having fun and fitting it together like a puzzle, really. And even putting some rolls inside the larger rolls there, you can see that, and just really playing with it. So the inspiration was just, they had these magazine rolls, and they just did them kind of like almost like a floral pattern, all like a circle, and I just wanted to just lay them anywhere. And I wasn't really thinking, I didn't want to copy what they had, but I just wanted to use the idea of using paper rolls, but instead I just used my scraps. Instead of going out and finding something to roll, I just used what was there. And so that was really fun, and the paste worked really well. So here's a toilet paper roll, and I decided to use one of these as well because the second canvas below had toilet paper rolls all over it, and it was painted nicely. Both of them were. Actually, no, the second one had painted all nicely all over. And then I decided to just do that and paste them down. Here I'm just kind of using my tools here to push them down. Some of my rolls want to come up and still wet the medium, so I just want to make sure I pressed everything down. Didn't want nothing falling off. Just making sure everything's heavy in there, secure. Now I'm heating it up a little bit, but I'm on the low setting. It's not very hot, it's just barely warm. And I'm just pushing down just to make sure everything's drying and adhering. Here is scraps I've had for like 3 years in a thing that people have given me or I've saved, and I've never used them. So 3 years is good enough. I decided to glue them all, well, glue a lot of them down. I've had them for a few years now. And so I just put them together, and this is just an extra piece that I just thought I'd add with the, here's a key, with the rolls, paper rolls, instead of just leaving it paper rolls. And see, I just did my own twist on it. I had no idea where I was going with this. I just wanted to play. Lots of play. So with this, these are like little paper buttons or cardstock buttons, and I'm just putting them down, placing them on here, and having lots of fun. These are like word bubbles, I think they're called. Paper clips that are on there, and just some other metal things that I'm finding. Putting down a little bit of wood to get something so I can actually get pieces on, some pieces on. And I'm just playing with it. Trying to fill it up, and also trying to make it look equal or balanced, I guess. I was throwing some of these pearls in there and putting some matte medium in there. It's actually a gel. This one was matte medium. It wasn't quite the thick gel, it was regular. But I decided to put some jewels in there. They're like little flat backed gem type things. They're all silver. And I just threw them in there. Just more of the texture I was looking for. And I'm just gluing some things, changing some things around. Decided to turn some pieces over because I wasn't sure which way I wanted them yet, and I didn't want everything all one way. Now I'm adding the gesso. So I just gesso everything, and I left some things come through a little bit, but whatever came through on it, and I just wanted to get a little bit of a gesso. I wanted to do a base color and then build a metallic or a dark nice piece from there. So I just took that little picture of a lady off there and just left it, gessoed that. Now I'm just spraying a carbon black. Actually, it is a Tattered Angels. I actually think it was a... there it is. It's like a pewter maybe or something like that. And I just sprayed and dried that down and just did my edges really good, nice and dark. Couldn't get my sides of my canvases, or my canvas. Now I take my DecoArt, and I got the rose gold right there, and I'm just putting that all over and highlighting my textures. I also put the paste on top in some places and just kind of made it everywhere just to have a great texture, and I'm just going over the whole thing with rose gold right now. And this is a metallic lusters from DecoArt. Here I do the silver. Oh, this one might have been the purple at the edge. I also added the silver. I guess I passed that point. And then I do the teal just a little bit on one side here and add it throughout a little bit. And I really love the colors that came together, really, really nice. So I thought this was a little bit on its own, and I wanted to do something special, so I found a card that Nikki made me, and I've had it up on my shelf for a long time, but it's just a little card when she sent me some stuff for a birthday pack and last year, and I wanted to keep it. So instead of just having it stuffed in my shelf, I started to curl the edges a little bit and adhere it to this canvas, and then I'd have it out in the open, the front of the card that she made me, and have it front and on display kind of for myself. So here I'm sealing everything, and then I put the rest of the card on the back so I don't forget what her note was in there, and then I have that forever as well, but the front of the card is there. So I put that bottle on there, and I just did a little spritz to darken the edges a bit of the card and put some of that silver lusters on there, and that was it. I have some pictures here. So shine like the star you are, and that was a really cool card that she made, and I've gotten many cards from her, but it's so nice to be able to display this one. So thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I hope you were inspired to do your own cool paper roll canvas. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.